weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mariota on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Here's Madison running on 1st down, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you, with a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing, Mariota. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Off the play fake, Mariota. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
For Jalen Waddle, he was known for his run-after-the-catch ability at Alabama, and he uses that speed to punish the defense here.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action. Mariota. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14, Bears nothing. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Mariota's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Caught on the right side by Adams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. And Wilson with it, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey McKinney, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Ryan Succop on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On play action, Mariota. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To try again after the sack, Mariota. It's brought in by Wilson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On second down now, it's Taylor. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down throw for Mayfield. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From the 39, Mayfield. Over the middle, Dorsett.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake. Mariota. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A first down throw for Mariota.
This goes out wide from Madison.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Trying to shake off the interception from pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Running left, Taylor.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Zadarius Smith, 2nd team All-Pro last year, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this off to Taylor.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Take four, take four.
Where's the mic? Let's go.
First down, Mariota. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
It's our time. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mayfield off the play fake. And this is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
47 Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown for Dave.
De'Ami Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Mariota on 1st down. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's McKitty. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
King. Mike spoke. Alert. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He's going up top for Taylor. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right.
And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, alert 33. Tighten up. Pull it together. King. Alert 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, alert! Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 44.
Mayfield now. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
And that'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Go. 44, 41. Right.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Watch 44, watch 44. Come to my world. We want it. Come on.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Carlson is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They go play action. Mariota. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Garrett Bowles, 2nd-team All-Pro last year. Guilty there.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Play action now. Mariota. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On the handoff, it's Madison.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Another carry now for Madison. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And a short gain down to about the 33. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a give to Madison. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The 16-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Mariota now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Hey, alert 33. Check. Here we go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Bears take over. They are in the 4th in Buffalo, and scoring yet again. The Colts extend that lead. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.